Oh, oh, hello, my sweet. So won't you come with me? There's oh so much to show in this grimdark distillery. So if you like bullshit or want some hobby tips, this nightmare priest nigh unbinary hell rolled magnificent welcomes you. Hello, my sweets. Hi, possum. Good morning. How are you? So today I'm gonna be working on some terrain. Say was not sure what we were gonna be doing today, but Roz responded in the Discord, so Roz got to pick. Because I don't know what I want to work on. Drive. Man, Drive had a really good soundtrack. I don't know if you guys knew that. Uh, have you guys seen the movie Drive? Before I get into that. Uh, Drive is such a sick fucking movie. My buddy Sam had not seen it until recently, and that movie, I cannot stress enough, is one of my favorite movies that I've ever gone into knowing absolutely nothing about, and it is absolutely the way that everyone should go into it. Because when you have no idea what the movie is going to be about, you just know that Ryan Gosling's in it, and the only thing you've ever seen him in is The Notebook. Your expectations are pretty fucking. I mean, you don't know where the movie's going, and it gets wild. Miserable. Thank you for asking. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry. I don't like hearing that. Don't be miserable. I guess we have not. I haven't really shown this since I did a whole bunch of stuff, but I had I got a whole lot of shit to talk about. But I think in order to not get super derailed and distracted on everything, I'm just gonna probably stick to just the terrain today. Um, I did a whole lot of stuff with the old Zone Mortalis boards, namely ripping them up and kind of like rearranging and kind of redoing a lot of things. I don't the way these so these are all 3D printed. The white, all the white, all the black. That it's except for the bits that I've added. But this is my 3D printed board. The actual square, like wooden or MDF tiles are from Tabletop Combat, TT Combat, I think. It's a British company, but they are all laser cut, and I got them. I mean, at least a decade ago, at least, probably 15 years ago though, and I'm yet to fully use them. Plans change too much, but I'm done doing that. So, essentially, essentially, I am making a Mortalis board, and it's going to be really good for Munda. Same thing with Thrin. I mean, anything that really just needs a really close confined board. And one of the big things that I'm trying to do is honestly, I'm trying to use all of my GW bits that I have for terrain. They're going to be pumped into this table because I'm trying to just. I would like to have most of my stuff be very universal in my head, and there's just so much of their stuff that it's just, as soon as I look at it, I know what it's from, and I know so many others do too, because intentionally it's made to be very recognizable so they can sue other companies when they make it, or something like it. And just the kind of terrain that I'm really wanting to build as of late is so much more just smashing everything together. But yeah, I'm just trying to condense all that stuff into one thing, and also kind of finish one fucking project, which, if the more I throw at one thing, the more likely it is to be quickly done. But we've got a whole lot of stuff to throw into this, so I think our glue gun's probably dry, or not dry, but yep, it's heated up. So I've been doing some harvesting and I've been harvesting. So one thing I also to point out, I did not leave these as just 1x1 tiles. Some of them I have made into 2x1s by using a piece of wood, essentially 2 pieces of balsa wood. I'll show you on the big camera. 2 pieces of balsa wood, kind of glued together, and then just connecting the two, and then actually kind of building stuff over top of it, so it'll hold it together. And I have 3 2x1 sections. That is sections that are designated to always be connected. That way they match up. This one I'm excited about. We were working on this part, I think last week. Shit, sorry. And again, sorry about Friday. I completely forgot that it wasn't actually the 4th. Kelly was off, and it's just that if Kelly is off, it really throws off my whole like internal clock, which is just my scheduling is pretty bad. But this one I'm pretty excited about. I really liked what I did with the fan. It's going to have a grate over it, obviously. But I definitely also like the idea of being able to add lights, which is something that I'm definitely going to be doing with a good amount of these. So this is the second two tile section. And this one's probably going to be my favorite, because if you've ever played a game with me, this is the tile that I want on every board. It is the get nasty room. You go there when you're ready to get nasty, and it's the first place that I go every time I play a game. I find where the party house or the nasty room is going to be. Party house is going to be if it's on a a table, like not its own mortalis. Nasty room is if it's its own mortalis. You find where it's going to be the absolute just meat grinderest, and that's where I like to hang out in games. It's fun. That's the fun room. So yeah, definitely wanted to designate one of those. All good on my end. These last couple of weeks have been garbo mentally, so I spaced even trying to show up. No, I get it. Same. It's how close are those ZM blocks? So these are 2 inches, I believe. This is to give you an idea also on timing. And with everything else in relation, I'll show you those as well, because this is a question I'm sure that will come up quickly after. So these, the 3D printed ZM stuff that I have, let me rephrase that, because all of it's 3D printed. I'm not giving you my money, GW. Well, not all of it. The tiles aren't. I paid for those. Which again tells you a timeline. Jesus Christ, how long I've been holding on to these. It's time to not hold on to them. Those ZM tiles are, so these are 1 foot tiles. Yeah, they're 2 inches, 2 inch squares. Which that's another thing. I'm not encouraging anybody cheating in Necromunda, but if you're playing on GW stuff, it's 2 inch squares. You don't have to pre-measure shit. Like, same thing with Horse Heresy. Like, if you're playing on these kind of stuff, like, that's just me though. But when you start playing with people who do a lot of math kids, meth kids. So these are 2 inch squares. This is going to be 3D printed versions of the newer ZM terrain. These are based off of the old Forge World stuff. And that's when I said that, like, I pulled them all up. Originally, I built a 4x4, set of tiles based off of the Forge World tiles, the Forge World Zone Mortalis, which have a, Greek alphabet, numerization. There are 2 of each tile, with the exception of the blank tiles. There are 4 of those, but then there are 2 of each, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. Anywho, I think kappa. It goes all the way up to 6. There's 6 of them. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta. No, never mind. It'd be zeta. So yeah. And I got to tell you, that's they're okay if you don't have fucking anything else, but man, me personally, I have literally never seen anybody put together the ZM tiles from Forge World in a way that I thought that looks like it could be the inside of anything, because of how crazy the intersections are. It just doesn't, in my brain, there's always, it could have been a better layout. And I think that they definitely, you know, to give credit where credit's due, I think the new GW terrain definitely improves on that, because it is, one, modular, so it's not stuck. But two, the fact that it does have the ability where like you can clip it. And then on top of that, adding on top. Now again, I didn't buy that. I'm gonna 3D print those. I did buy the tiles though. I had to fucking get them from GW too, because they were out of print for years. But when I ordered them, I still was a fanboy. So to give you an idea, I feel like I've earned the right to talk this shit. I've given them an obscene amount of money over the years. Anywho, so we're gonna get to working on these, I think. And the one that I'll show, I guess, the other couple ones that I've made. 1, 2, 3. Give you all just a full rundown. I'm not doing the 4 that are blank because they're blank. But I harvested essentially the buildings from the Flames of Orion boards tiles, because I am trying to finish a project. I want to have a board, at least one board done for Zone Mortalis, a 4x4 heavy close quarters kind of board. That's good for so many games, especially if they're tiles. So here's one of the little blocks. Again, these are made to try and make it as interchangeable as possible, just because the way that the original, you know, Forge World Zone Mortalis tiles were, you had to have them to line up in a certain way because they were all lines and weird shapes. And so I went through and I ripped everything up for the most part. Some of the walls are now going to be, you know, you're only going to see the outside because this is going to have something on top of it, i.e. something like that. And we might go ahead and glue that one there, but yeah, we'll go ahead and glue that one there. Maybe start building on that tile. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which tile we want to go with first. Should we do a 2x1 or a 1x1? Probably a 1x1. And then just build off of it I kind of want, obviously they're going to have lots of connecting things up at the top. And I think in order to manage that, we need to have the towers pre-built so we know how tall to make those things so they line up and meet. I'm really excited to work on the murder room, which is going to be a big kind of distillery room. I think I might pick that one first. Let's do that one. That's the one I'm most excited about. And it kind of also will kind of set the tone for the whole rest of the board. So I feel like that's the right choice, right? Alrighty. Another example before we move on. This was originally from, you know, the Flames of Orion. Yeah, Follow the Passion. Weekly Scroll. I guess this is where the cool kids are hanging out. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm following the passion. This is my favorite tile. If you've ever played a ZM game or any game where we're playing tiles, I try to make a room like this in every game because I love the nasty fuck shit up room. That's my favorite part of any game that we'll play, is where everybody goes to that room and then everyone dies. That's typically my favorite parts of the game. Most ZM games that I play have a very intense moment of right before we open that door. It's even better when you play with blips, so you don't know. Yo, it's my boy. Welcome, Weekly Scroll. Good to see you. Also, welcome, Roz, Possum. I think I got you guys. Hi, friends. Hey. Hi. All right, let's start putting some walls up. Things that I don't normally say. But let's start putting up those walls, my little sweets. We worked so hard to tear them down. Alrighty, we're gonna go with the whole thing. I want to read as like, initially I was like, hey, it's just gonna be a ZM board. So I kind of wanted to make a section of Munda that like my Goliaths, K-Mag and her crew like rule over, and then I started, talking with Clay about one of my next projects that I'm working on. And I was like, okay, ooh, I think I know what I'm gonna use for those walls. Let me check. I think, because this is another little idea that I had yesterday, I have that small 1490 castle that I have not done anything with, and I think I would rather use it for the materials than what have you. Let me see how that fits. Can you be my walls? Boo doo 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 doo. I bet you could if you tried. Yeah, maybe. Probably. Yeah. No. Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. This is going to be great. Covered in teeth. Bear covered in teeth between the Christmas trees. It's a little Touchdown City lyric for you there that I completely forgot about until I said covered in teeth, and then my brain was just like, what the fuck lyric did I write about that? That's Touchdown City lyric. That's some old shit. That's like 20-year-old shit right there. That was a very, 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 very fun band. One of the funnest I've ever been in. Played the biggest venues. That's not true. Fern Teeth played the biggest venues, but sickest venues for Touchdown City though. Some of the sick fuck shows I ever played. Yeah. Anywho, 1490 little walls. So that is an option. We could try spacing them like this on top. But I do not know how many. I think, yeah, they're 2 inches. They're 2 inches because Cody. I remember Cody telling me, yeah, our walls are 2 inches because that's a good even game, even in between the three. With this, I like a 3-inch. I like a 3-inch height personally. Anywho, we're gonna go with the outer walls for these. Or no, we're gonna go with the inner. And then eventually switch it up maybe. So another thing that we want to keep in mind here, and I've not talked about this, but I realize that this is a weird thing. I always am constantly thinking about, hey, how tall is the game table? Like when I make something, I kind of try to make a mental lock of, hey, how tall is this thing gonna get? Both physically and in universe, in 3 feet. In my head, I think 3 feet is a good height all the way around for a very vertical, heavy terrain, dense board. The absolute highest I'm gonna go is 3 feet tall. And why is that? Like, that seems pretty big. It's like, yeah, it does, but let me grab. How tall is this baby right here? That's 2. So to give you an idea, with my Thren board, this big guy that we're working on is 2 feet tall. So that's pretty big. That's a pretty big a pizza. Tony pizza. A foot taller would be okay though. Like we could still go a foot taller and it would still be, playable. And I think that's kind of like where I'm trying to lock in everything mentally, because it also helps me figure out how I'm gonna store shit. But I'm really excited about this guy. This is a jar of cheese balls. Was a jar of cheese balls. And now it's going to be a very big part of some industrial something. Probably some kind of giant vat or grinder, furnace, probably a furnace. And it's probably going to go over top of that fan vent and like it's going to be suspended kind of from the ceiling like that. It's going to be big. But yeah, we're pretty much 3 feet. 3 feet puts us from the ground right there. So yeah, you guys can't see that. But another key thing to know is that if I then put these on top of my filming table over there for filming gameplay, that is as physically as high as I want them to ever get, because then we're going to be fucking with the cameras and the mounts and the ceiling. That is right pretty much where my ceiling mounts in. My table's high as fuck over there, which is based on a stop motion table. One thing at a time, but that's not how my brain works. These walls are good. I don't really want to utterly lose all of that. See, these, I want that to be at the top almost. How high do we want that? I'm thinking a foot. These are 2 inches, so that's 4. I don't even know if that's going to be that many, really, truly. Let's see. 1. Another fun thing about these is because they clip, it's going to be easier to stack them. And I'm going for the ones that are all inner. That way, this is technically the floor. It's going to become the wall on the side up there. And I'm pretty much wanting to blend all of these different textures because I really, that's kind of a big chunk of how I just see all of these places. It's just built over top of each other to the extent that it's just nothing makes sense. It's just jumble. And there's of course going to be grime and shit all over the walls and too. So that's going to be 1, 2. These are side and top. So we're going to put those up here. Just keep count of them. Same thing there. That's a corner. Here comes Margot. I hear her slamming the door. Here comes Margot. What is she gonna do? Probably scream at us. She's probably gonna scream at us. Why aren't you working harder? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I'm good with this. This is good. These are squares too, right? So that's actually, yeah. So that literally actually just fits right on top there. So I want these walls to be nice and thick. However, we're going to get up here and these are going to slowly become a walkway. The walkway is going to go this way because we're going to go that way. Right? Do we want this to have an overhang? I think we do. I know we're going in. There's going to be stuff here. This, I want it to be easy to move things around the bottom, but I want this to be built up. How tall is that? That should be, these are 4 inches. So we're getting up to 8, 7. So foot is really kind of where I think I've got the second floor starting. Yeah, 11 inches up there. This is 7. That's 7. All right, we'll work with it. That looks good. That's good with me then. So we'll steal those. And we'll start switching to these, which means let's go ahead and lock this in. Hot glue in the morning, you know I wanna get a burn, baby. Ah, Jesus Christ. want that on the outside or the inside? I'm thinking the inside is where the... No, because that's a little window. Or is it? It's not a window. Those are going to be ports. That'll be flattened. People will walk up on this because this is the break. I think that's it. There we go. I like that. And then one more. We got a corner. Wow, I know there's another corner here. There we go. Hey. Now, the fun thing here will be if we put another one there that has these connectors, we could actually use that as a legitimate connector to connect these tiles. So that is a fun thing to keep in mind. And by fun, I mean like double down. It's good for both. We will have to really keep in mind height, though, more than we normally would if we were just digging around. Kind of not. But, I mean, if we want it to look right, then that definitely will make a difference. Oh, yeah, that's going to be good. No. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. I didn't even think about that. We can start building out onto the other side with those. We're going to have to use braces, though. And then we're going to have to keep that in mind when going into the other ones. Yeah, no, I like that a lot, though. It also would make connecting these. But that's going to be like here. Probably on the other side. See, like there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get that locked in, because I want to see that. One there. Let's see. These corners are throwing me for a bit of a loop. I'm not going to lie. So I've got 3 of these left. No, I've got some more over here. 3, 1. And then we've also got the tops. I could add those to others. That is not a wall. It's a side. Window, no window, window. Boop, 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 boop. I put Junkhead on in the background yesterday to do some stuff, and did I ever tell you that there were some DVDs that went out originally without subtitle info on the disc? No, but that's wild. So, like, they just didn't have subtitles, so you're just like, what the hell is happening? That's so wild. How does that even happen? I like that. That's fun. That is, hey, that is fun. That's my kind of thing. Yeah, we are going absolutely like this. That's great. Fuck yeah. No, okay. This one. That's so good. I love that. That's great. Okay, so that's there. This. Ooh, castle. Peter, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, working on a big old Zone Mortalis tile. This is the party room. These are my favorite tiles. I try to recreate this section of 2 tiles in any form of ZM game. It's where I like. It's where I like, because everybody knows that once you and me, once you put this on the board, everyone says, "Oh, I know what you want," and it's just like, I do. That's what I want. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm working on trying to finish something. And the biggest thing that I want to do is I need a. Honestly, I'm kind of just thinking about calling it. Yeah, this is going to be my Grimdark Distillery board, because it's kind of gonna just be a big, heavily industrial Grimdark board that looks like a big distillery. So, yeah, and it would just be good for Necromunda, 30k, Thren, any kind of skirmish, and the fact that they're tiles, that definitely makes a big impact, I think. But I'm really having fun with it so far. Ooh, it's gonna be so sick with a door right there. Hot Daniel. Oof. A hot Daniel. Is that good? Does that go? I think that does go. I think that goes. Yeah, I'm happy with this. That's good. Okay, so I need another corner. Now we're gonna get over here, and that's where things are gonna get a little silly, because I'm not sure what to fully do here, other than the stairs. The stairs are definitely, I'm not sure where to put those. I need to get a corner here. I could do 3 flats. These need to go up there. Trying to not make it overtly cookie cutter, but it seems like the choice is I need to do this. So 1, 2. We'll switch that. Man, one of these days I'm gonna break my foot completely live. You guys are gonna get to watch it happen. When I drop something, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I got it," and it's just shattered bones. Spoiler alert. The worst spoiler you've ever heard. Alrighty, let's lock that in. Boop 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 boop. Beep 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 beep. Beep boop. And then these on this side. We'll go ahead and boop, 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 boop. Alrighty, and now we're going to go up. How is that gonna work? Maybe like that. 1. Oh. 2. See, I'm confused. Oh, I know. Huzzah. That's how my sweets. Like that. Okay. Now, here's the real confusing part. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I know what I'm doing now. Just repeating the same phrase. I'm sure if you were just listening to me, not watching what I'm doing, you'd be like, what is he talking about? I wonder what he's doing. He sounds like he knows what he's doing now. But at least he's telling himself he does. And that's kind of what this whole bit's about. It's kind of what a lot of stuff's about, if you really want the truth. I have to put a little bit more hot glue in there. I've been playing the Surge 2. I've not played that one yet. I've played the first one for quite a bit, and I really dug it. Fellow Dark Soul-esque fans. I'm definitely late to the party, but I'm enjoying it so far. This is it. That wasn't Michael Jackson's reference, yes. Fuck, okay. No, can't go that way, so we're going this way. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Again, gonna break my foot. You guys can see it. Alrighty. So we're gonna have to cut that off. I am so excited about this. Hell yeah. This is going to be sick. Please don't break your foot. That would be a huge bummer. It would be a big bummer. I haven't broken it yet. I thought I broke it before, but no, thank you. Thank you for the reminder that I shouldn't. It's not good to do that. Don't break your feet. Hee hee. Okay. No, went right in my coffee. Actually, I think I know what to do with those stairs. I think they're just going to be a wall. Yeah, and then I'll put something in the middle right there. Break a leg is indeed metaphorical. True, true, true. Okay. Okay, well that's a... I like that. That's a vent. Hell yeah. Now, is that... Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm so glad these are square. That's so sick. So put those right there. Alrighty. I'm pumped about this. This is good. This is good. Where did those little things go? Over there. So. That's going to be so fucking sick. Okay. So I've got these turrets, which are definitely going to be stacked like that at some point, somewhere. Here, maybe. Maybe, honestly, yeah. I really do like that. I think that's it. No, these are going to be stacked. Same thing with those over there. Okay, this is good. Well, hey, there we go. I got that out of the floor. Those have been used. These are going to be used to create individual little small spots on these other tiles. So I'm going to keep those there. I'm going to put a little bit of music on too. It's kind of quiet in this hizzy. And now we might actually start to bust out the other TM kind of stuff. Now that we're getting higher up. 7 inches. So, okay, that's the top. So yeah, and this is a foot tall thing, so 2 feet. So 2 feet is where I don't have to start thinking about shit getting crazy until. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's grab. Hell yeah. About damn time. Let's do the thing. We're going to grab these two. We're going to see first if these work or if they need to be on the ground level. with those for a little bit more. We're going to just start going with COD. Yeah, I think that's probably where we're going to go. I'll switch up with those for a little bit. I'm going to put on a little bit of music. Wait, it's not too quiet in here. Hey, we are almost. I'll put a little Mac on. Almost at 9 o'clock, our break time. I've been really enjoying this. Hopefully you guys too. So I've got a lot to talk about, but I kind of just want to build. Just kind of want to build, you know. I just need to get out and build. So right now I'm just removing this previous hot glue. As again, I use hot glue a lot when I'm building, even with plastic. Turn that down a little bit. Use hot glue a lot just because it is easy to remove in the event that I don't want to keep things the way they are with terrain, even plastic terrain where normally you would think that I'm using, you know, cement or super glue, which is my cyanoacrylate, which is my preferred glue. Yeah, hot glue and super glue are my two glues that I use the most. And again, that's because they are good for those two different things. Now, let's go. Those are on the inside, right? I think those are on the inside. Put glue on plastic, put hand directly into glue. Classic, classic. Example number one of extremely recognizable GW iconography, and why I'm trying to distance from that, I suppose. Ooh, do we want that door? We want a door. Yeah, we want a door, but we're gonna want to open those. I think I like opening doors. Break a leg is indeed metaphorical. Don't do it. Don't break my leg. I'm just going to get to do it right quick, just to see what I've actually got to work with here. So I think again, this has been over 20 years. So no, it's been right at 20. So 20 years. I bought at least one of these sectors of the Cities of Death box sets. So that's where I got all this shit, and I've been dicking around with it for various projects, which is why it's covered in glue and bits already, but I never really figured out exactly what I want to use it for. But it's time to pick something, so we're just doing it. I'm at that point. So, OMG, Mowgli! Welcome, my sweet. It's good to see you. How have you been, my Mowgli? Good to see. Oh no, my cup! I broke that cup. I stepped on it. I didn't mean to. I didn't say. That cup was sacred. It's been in our family for generations. It's a plastic cup I found. Doors. I've been extremely busy. Oh, well, I mean, that's good and bad, but hopefully it's been good. Hopefully that's good for you. Hopefully you like that. Man, I am just making a huge mess over here. So, hey, another one of those guys. Lots of doors. Morning, Mowgli. Good morning, Mowgli. Alrighty. Once I get all these out, I think I'll probably take my little break. It's good. Only downfall is not being able to watch the streams. Aw, true. You have been missed. But I did not stream on Friday. I honestly kind of lost track of the day. Kelly was off. It just throws me off, you know. Not putting that on her. She has done nothing wrong. Theo says, well, what about me? Theo's also never done anything wrong. Ever. In his whole life. Okay. Here's some America's 250th birthday. Oh, goody. How was everyone's 4th? Mine was, I mean, pretty uneventful. I did jack shit, honestly. My buddy Sam came over and we hung out for a while after he got off of work. Kelly went to a party. I stayed home and worked on this stuff, on just stuff. Cleaning. Actually, that's not entirely true. I worked on the fish tank in our bedroom. I've been needing to do that, so. I was not the biggest patriotic spirit this year, as many. So I just kind of took care of shit that I needed to get done. Also, it's too hot, which that's one thing that I realized recently that I did not know. I have often commented on how terrible my body is at regulating its like temperature. Apparently, it's because of like multiple medications I take on top of everything else, which I would never found that out, but my wife was just like, I'm curious, and she like looked up And sure enough, it's like, yeah, it's like heat intolerance. Apparently, what that means is that once you get hot, it's extremely hard to cool back off. And it's just like, oh yeah, that's... I thought that was normal. I thought everybody had that. Or it was just like a thing that, like, I did at least. It's like, nope. It's probably my medicine, and I'm not a big baby. I just assume I'm a big baby for most things. I am a big baby. Okay. I think that is everything organized, at least to the extent that we're wanting to or needing to for this exercise, my sweets. I'm going to put all these broken parts back in here. They are going to be used, but they're going to be used further up. See, here's a lot of doorways that I already cut out because your boy likes a functioning door. Oh, hot Daniel, I just remembered we have functioning doors that we can put in here. Damn. I'm excited. All right, I got pee. It's 9:01. It stormed here bad. I did more nothing than Eli. Wow, hell yeah, it stormed here bad. It stormed later on that night, and then I got my haircut yesterday. Got to see my wonderful Barbara Miranda, and we talked about furries for a little bit. Which, man, guys, I got thoughts. I don't know. You know, when that's a lot to unpack here. I got to go pee first. We'll touch base on all that stuff here in a minute. All right, I will be right back, my sweets. Booty doo 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 doo.
she comes, she's made of bronze and stone. And I'm just fur and teeth and blood and bitter angry bones.
And we're back. Oh no! Huh. So, I see that you guys are talking about some stuff that I had some thoughts on recently. Okay. Prior days, Thursday, 1-3 packs at CEDH night. Hell yeah. Then went, watched Backrooms. So yeah, we've watched Backrooms now twice, as well as Obsession. I'd love to talk to you guys about them. Obsession. We watched Backrooms again on the 4th. Yeah, Sam had not seen it, so we watched that again. Friday running around, hit a comic shop, then had an edible. Fuck yeah. Saturday breakdown. Fuck yeah, sorry. Sunday work. Picked up Punk Rock Jesus. Was reading it last night at work. Hell yeah. Forgot to play an Alien RPG one shot right before work too. That was good time. Hell yeah. Want to do some solo RPG stuff, but definitely got to figure out how I'm going to do all that garbage. That I haven't watched Obsession yet. So yeah, it's I'm not gonna spoil shit for you guys. I'm throwing that out there right now. It is my opinion that it is the best horror movie that has been made since Hereditary, and I'll die on that hill. It fucks. I finished that movie. I cannot stress enough. This is one of the hardest movies for me to get through because I wanted to stop it and rewind it because of the amount of fucked shit that is so good and original in a way that I've not seen before, that just made me smile in the worst way from end to end. Full body smile, just like, oh, I love it. This is awful. God, there is a scene that just lives rent free in my head now. I'm interested in the extra 15 minutes of Backrooms that comes out. Extra 15 minutes? No, I'd be interested to see that too. Yeah, man, I'm literally down to watch Obsession again right fucking now. It's so good. Backrooms was also good. That was a weird noise in my throat, nose, my cavity just made. A weird click. Yeah, Backrooms was also good. No, it's a good year for horror. What was I gonna say? Shit. RPG stuff. I've been thinking about that a lot. I want to get back into that. Sam, I did not talk about this. So Sam, since we last spoke, just paper in the Discord, but my buddy Sam, you guys should be seeing him more than just like hearing about him very soon, I think. Yeah, I think most, if not all, of it is post-credit scene. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I really liked the vent. There's a scene involving a vent that I thoroughly enjoyed. I was like, ooh, that's awful. I love it. Hi, Margot. You liked the vent scene too? It reminded you of that board game we made? It did. Yeah, we got a lot of things in the works, don't we, Marco? Sometimes it's just too much, and it takes more than one brain, so we have to borrow other people's brains, huh? But we started to work on that. So my buddy Sam, we're getting the distillery off the ground. It's here she is, the jumbo baby girl. Ba-da-da-da-da, she's here to party. Put me down. She's been laying on these, so she's probably just like, Dad, what the fuck? Why are you putting all this shit on there? You know how hard it's gonna be to get in there? Or maybe she's just like, hell yeah. It's gonna be so hard to snug up in there. I can't wait. Yeah, Sam's been helping me get my head on straight. Essentially. And it has been very, 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 very helpful. Honey. We are streaming right now. You're being very rude. I'm going to turn Mac on, okay? Don't you give me that sass. Young lady. I have raised monsters. Margot covered in Margot spores. Yes. Margot can borrow mine. I don't need it. That shit broken. Hi, Margot. Margot's so good. She's crazy. She's a crazy girl. Theo has been hiding in this little blanket fort the whole time. Whole morning. I think she's... No, she's brushing herself, not screaming. But yeah, Sam has been coming over. He came over on, was that Wednesday? Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday. To help me pretty much offload all the shit that I've had to store in my brain because I fucking cannot computer. Um, so yeah, having another person essentially to borrow their brain has enabled me to offload things so I can think clearer and whatnot. But we are getting things ironed out, organized. So expect some like legit progress soon. Had a call with Dave Taylor yesterday, which was good. I'm excited to see where this goes. And that I need to talk to a few more people about. But all in all, I'm curious, and I do too many fucking polls and shit on Instagram. So it's just like, I value people's opinions. I have too many things that I want to do. So it's like, it's really difficult to be like, I'm going to stick to just this, especially when my brain's just like a beep, 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 and needs to do multiple things at once. But I have not fucked with RPG stuff in a hot minute. And man, I honestly have missed it. I really want to get back to at least doing something RPG related, like monthly, at least maybe one game a month. And that kind of got me into thinking again about the whole Distillery thing. And Sam was just like, yeah, you know, as far as a monthly thing, people often, or not often, he was like, you need to be able to do something that can physically give them every month other than just streams. And I agree with that. And I do think that I could do a dungeon or, you know, a mission for a RPG that I like once a month. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Is that something that I should be like, yeah, hey, that sounds like a good plan? As far as like the Distillery and trying to, what content people actually fucking want from me, it's just very hard for me to wrap my head around a lot of the stuff, because I want to do so many different things. I don't ever want to seem like, oh, I'm just trying to do what people want me to do. I have so many things that I'm going to do and that I want to do, but I don't know what order to do them in. I don't know if that's hot glue or if it's old glue. It was a little bit of mix. Who's stealing me? Shrug. I assumed that that was going to be the answer, but Margot, honey, she wants to go outside. Which here's the thing, guys. Spoiler: it feels like hell outside. I have not gone out there in just hot minute. Margot, honey, please quit screaming. Your brother is down here. He's not missing. He's not. You don't need to call the police. You know, we don't do that in this household. For anything. Yeah, I think a couple page dungeon a month is viable as well if you have that much juice in you. I think so. When I say like that much juice, yeah, it overfloweth and it breaketh my mind. So I think it would be good to get that out. And also, I want to start doing a role-playing game. And the idea of streaming it would be fun. I like that idea. I also kind of like the idea of doing a role-playing game that is like over, say, Discord. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I want to do, how I want to do it, but I know I want to do a role-playing game. And I would like to be able to share that with you guys because that is some of the stuff that I think the best stories that I've ever done are probably through role-playing games. And I really wanted to showcase that when we first started doing the Grimdark Distillery. But I tell you, it is really hard to do solo RPG stuff and stream it and make it not feel like you're going insane. For me, anyway. It was pretty rough. We're going to go ahead and we're going to extend that wall. I think. So like, I don't know if we're going to go all the way there. Do we want that open and that's going to be a door? Maybe. Yeah, let's keep that open. Maybe try to make 3 before committing as backlog and proof of concept. Oh yeah, yeah, I've got quite a few that I've already got. That's just, I've been so thinking about so many different projects and trying to keep my head clear to finish different things. So that's, yeah. No, I think I'm on the right page, and I think that's absolutely something that I can do. With that, I suppose I could make system agnostic. I like the idea of system agnostic adventures, but the biggest thing is going to be deciding genre of whether like sci-fi or what have you, fantasy. I think the big thing isn't the idea aspect, it's the work aspect of it. Oh yeah. No. And I have quite a few that I've already, when I say like I've already got done, I mean I've already got like drawn out, like I did a lot of stuff from Workborg that I never like put out anywhere yet because it's not fully done, but like I definitely, I don't know, that's something that I really want to get back into because man, I love storytelling. And it's just getting back into a schedule, and that's what I'm having to do. And really, that's kind of why I was talking about the whole Sam thing, is getting that extra little bit of my brain freed up by not having to remember things, having him catalog, because that's essentially, he came over and I just like, okay, this is what I'm doing. How do I explain the Grimdark Distillery to someone who isn't in my brain or hasn't spent, you know, a year watching me every day slowly explain while working on things? Because Sam is very good at that kind of a thing of seeing the value. He's, I'd say, one of the biggest fans. He's probably the oldest fan of my, like, truly, like, original works. And one of the people that I first shared, like, my original kind of works with, story-wise and, you know, physical. So, if someone wants to go generous size, they'll do it for the damn cells. Nah, dog. Make them specific to the system. Cool. It'll concentrate the vibe and funnel folks into their respective community. If someone wants to go generalize, they'll do it themselves. Hell yeah. Okay. So, yeah, are we feeling Merkborg or I'm thinking we're probably going to say, I'm going to say Merkborg or Mothership, but I'm leaning towards Merkborg because Merkborg is just one of my absolute favorite RPGs. It probably is just my favorite RPG. The rules I think are really just the easiest. And that world is very easy to just make a fun, horrible dungeon. Mothership is also very easy though, because it's just the same thing but sci-fi. I guess I could alternate. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll think about that. But I'd also would love other people to weigh in. Merkborg, I feel like, is honestly the most logical choice, though. Or Cyborg. So that's the thing. I love all of them. And I'm so down to clown. You can do both. You can do both. I'm thinking so. They're very, yeah. I think that's something. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Margot. Girl, why are you being so crazy? Don't you call me crazy. Where even are you, girl? This kind of needs to be fixed, but I don't think there's just one hole here. You can do both. Hell, the Borg fam is vast that you could just pivot core system and vibe each month. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, hold on one second. Honey, I love you. We cannot be doing this though, okay? You can't just sit on the stairs where I can't see you and scream. I love you. Your brother is not missing. He is sleeping. You have water. You have chow. We're working, though. Boy, that trash needs to go out. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because that trash smells terrible, Marco. Dad, I think Mom killed a man and hid his body in the trash. It smells so bad. All right. Anyway. Oh, let's see. It is just too far. Just a little bit. What do we want to close that with? Honestly, maybe it just is not. It's not going to be easy to do that. So we might have to use some foam or anything else to just fill it. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. Hold on now. Well, now hold on just a minute. How big is this? Nope. Nope. That would have been silly if that fit, and it might still. How tall is this guy? Yay tall. Yep. Yeah, I think that's what's going to go in there, huh? Means that we're going to have to... Is it... I don't want to destroy that for no reason, though, really. Because this, I think, would do just as good a job. That doorway. Yeah, let's do that. Or... the other panel, before I destroy this, because that is going to be used. 1 second, more sweets. I mean, I don't hate this idea. Nope, does not fit. Well, I tried. Where did that bag of shit go? It's crazy time, everybody. Marco says crazy time all around. Nope. Oh, I do have something. I do have something that would fit. They are over here. Right. Yes. All right. Let's get weird. Yeah, baby. I do think Mothership is there too as an indie darling with hella third-party support. Yeah. Okay. Hold. Personally, a little over the Borg saturation. That's just me though. Yeah. That's so, and that's. I can go. I see both. I see both sides, and me too personally. I also was thinking original. Could go with an original kind of thing, but I don't know. I've been really into cyberpunk lately. Cyborg would be kind of fun, but that's a whole different kind of situation as well. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I really like both, and I love Merkborg, and Kelly is always down to play Merkborg, so it's probably gonna be Merkborg. I think that needs to be broken. Yeah, there we go. That's what's up. We're gonna go like this. No, we're not. No, thank you guys. I really value your all's opinion. Yeah, I've been in a very big cyberpunk vibe lately. But also, I always want some good horror. I think we are literally going to take one of those little floors. Where'd you go? Get back here. Or no, one of these. Yep. We are going to glue that. We're just gonna go with that. Okay. So that wall over there. Hey. Curious if that is going to line up like I think it will. Hey, it sure does. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, this is silly. I think that's what we're doing now. use DCC. DCC. What is DCC? Dark. I was trying to figure out how to do the funnel as a solo thing, and I found a choose your own adventure. DCC. Book me for solo play. So if I'm not dead after work, I might try that day. Hell yeah, that sounds rad. Dungeon. Okay, cool. Awesome. No, that sounds rad as hell. I like that. Okay, how does this... So this is the 2-inch mark, right? Nope. There, that's 2 inches. Hi, Theodore. Theo says, hey, Dad, do you know what time it is? It's not what time he thinks it is. Spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert, he does not know how to tell time. Yeah, okay, no, that's I'm not crazy. That's the same height. Honey, I know you don't know what time it is, but it's not 10 o'clock. I'm going to need you and your siblings to... I might have to... Quick as shit is mad cheap and mad good. They're selling dirt cheap. Is that bad something this year? Hell yeah. Sad. I think we're just going to glue that. It's like $5 booklet, and you get everything you need to play. That's rad. I'm going to glue that. Okay, yeah, that's rad. We're gonna go with that for sure. Now, okay, now my brain's starting to be confused. That's this. This goes like that. This goes like this. Okay, I see now. Eli, if you're not familiar, a funnel is a level 0 adventure where each player has 2 to 4 commoner characters that have to try and survive, and whoever does becomes level 1. Oh, I love that. That's great. I was not familiar with that. But you randomly roll up. You really roll up the commoners and what random shit they have from their job. I love that. No, that sounds wonderful. That absolutely sounds like my kind of vibe. No, that sounds rad as hell. Oh shit! I think I know how I'm gonna start connecting some of this weird stuff. Now let's see. Does this? Nope. The dimensions and where I'm trying to get them to meet is really starting to break my mind. This way. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me in my brain. What? Okay, that one needs to go like this. I'll figure this out. My casket will. Had the core stuff from Kickstarter, didn't realize half a decade. Chill, chill. I think that's it. Man, I need to really. I have so many games that I could pick to play, RPGs, that I really need to like look and see what I even have at this point. It's like an action cam. Getting real close unintentionally. Theodore, please. Honey. I think we're going to do that. Theodore? I can't. You got to stop, bud. You're going to get stepped on or you're going to break my leg. It's going to be one of the two. I don't really want to have either of those happen. But I know who I am, so it's probably going to be the later, because I don't want you to get stepped on more than anything. Oh, beware the sea has been tainted by dungeon crawl. Oh, God. That's a horrifying statement that I don't fully understand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Carl. Are we talking to me, or who are we talking to with the, I don't know what that means. I think it's, I don't understand who Carl is. But I know no Carl. Dungeon Crawl Carl is a book series that has been commonly abbreviated as DCC. Oh, okay. Lit RPG. I think it's having RPG reviews. Okay. I know no Carl. No Carl. We have no Carl. You come back when you know Carl. Come back when you know what you Carl. I'm liking this, my sweets. This is feeling good, but I might need to rotate this. Boop. It's 9:44. That seems like a bad choice, though. How about this? That seems like a good choice, Eli. But that one was done. Here we go. That's not done. Zeitgeist. Gotcha. I know nothing besides they are in the nerd zeitgeist. I know no Carl. Ho, 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 ho. I almost caught it. Almost caught that hot glue gun with my foot. My favorite stream was the one where he caught the hot glue gun with his foot and then had to go to the hospital. It was awesome. RedWetSkeleton says to burn yourself on foot with a hot glue gun. So I did. It was awesome. Come on, Eli. Remember your training. If it drops, let it fall. Yeah, no, I need to. Remember your training. Ben? No, it's me, your neighbor, Ken. I'm over here looking through the window. Oh, Jesus Christ. Remember your training. Something like that. That's where the, intrusive thoughts of my brain went. Man, this building sure is fun. sure are coming together there, aren't you, little building? I feel like we've got a lot done today. A whole lot of progress on this guy. Let it fall. That's too long. Now I know. There we go. So I know there's a little piece over here somewhere. I know nothing, apparently. Yeah, and honestly, no. And honestly, no. Maybe yes. No, perhaps. Nope. But we're close. We're getting there. Somewhere. Maybe. Maybe here. Nope. Close though. We're just doing the thing. We're just going to cut that. Or break it. When I say cut, I mean break. This part, it's less about getting it nice and clean, especially because it's under-level shit. You know, you're talking about edibles. I don't really care for them because I don't like the fact that I never know when they're kicking in. If they ever do. I feel like that is just a form of consumption that my body's just like, dude, what are you doing? I want to. The wild card in me definitely loves the concept. All right, there we go. I am happy with that. Big arch. Okay, here we go. I missed the start of the rant, but yeah, meds are fucking crazy, especially long-term change ones. What was I ranting about? I don't remember now. I don't know. I like that. Man, I wonder what I was talking about. Who's to say? That's where that's going. I love that. I love that a lot. That's great. Bless you, Bugbear. Just, oh, thank goodness you see me. Let's go. It's just like, son, that's not. Hold on now. Meds make you hot? Oh, hurt feels. I know that's true. They definitely. My meds make me hot. That's true. Overheated. Was I talking about that? Shit, I have no idea. Like, I know I was talking about that earlier. Ooh, boy. Okay, here we go. Let's get this locked in. I'm thinking that's the way we want to do it. Do we like that upside down? Like this. I like upside down, or I like right side up. And we can adjust that if need be. I don't know, I was also spacing out in the dark. Hell yeah. We're doing it, crew. I'm gonna go with that. How about that? I like that. That looks good to me. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Having that there opens up the possibility of running a little bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love that. We're gonna be using that. That's great. Fuck yeah, okay. That's awesome. Man, I am sorry, guys. I am like super vibing with this. I guess I shouldn't apologize, but I feel like I haven't talked much. But this is just checking all the boxes that I really needed it to. Yeah, this is sick. I'm loving this building. I probably doing a second. Ooh, I need to see how far over does that go. Is that going to go 2 inches? That's not 2 inches. These are 2 inches. Physically, it could never run into that one. It could run into that. But that might be short enough. I'm trying to check to see how many tiles that would interact with negatively. But I don't know. Looks like not very many. I think I should have done this. That, or put down a little bit of brick, maybe, or grate. Grate would look good there. Grate would look good there. Yeah, I don't like that other one. I do like this though. I like that door. I can extend that door. I can make something to where it'll hide the mechanism. Or it would actually just go up and stay in here. Which means that can have a walkway in the middle. Oh yeah, the walkway is going to be sick. So we need... I like those walls. Those are fun. Alright guys, I think I need to probably quit because I'm going to just keep working on this otherwise ad nauseum. That's... that is right there, I'm sure. Fuck yeah, and that's going to just pop up in there and hide that door. Hey! Hell yeah. That is going to work out beautifully. As long as we can get it to... So funking sleepy, but I have a doctor's appointment at noon. Oh no. So funking sleepy. Well, you got 2 hours, so you got a little bit of time. Also, hi Atri, welcome. Good to see you, my sweet. Working on a whole bunch of terrain. I'm feeling good about it. I'm really liking this little door that we got here. It's pretty good. It's an honor of travel. Or it's an hour of travel. It's an honor of travel. It's an hour of travel. So only an hour. That's okay. Yeah, it's starting to be less. Yeah. No, that sucks. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. That. Yep. Boo. 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 We're gonna go ahead and break that. That needs to be straight completely. That's where I think the hang up is. But what is playing in the background? Because it's absolutely not Mac. I have no idea what this is. No, it is. Still, it's too much. Alrighty. Well, my sweets, it is 10:03. I think I'm going to stop. But man, we made a good amount of progress today, I think. I mean, it started out with none of this stuff on the second floor. And we used almost all of the 1490 Doom Castle that I've been needing to find something to do with. I'm going to unplug this hot glue gun before I burn myself. Theo is just right under there, and he is just like... he says, Dad, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but it's time. It is time. I don't know. Stop it. Stop doing that. But yeah, man, I'm really vibing. I'm really vibing with this. Just checking all the right boxes, you know? And I love using parts of stuff that I have been hoarding for forever. But that, man, that also is gonna look sick. I'm just excited. It's looking really, really, really good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here, my sweets. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company. Possum, Roz, Etri. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. I know Weekly Scroll. The Weekly Scroll, yes. And then Peter, Vickers, Mowgli. I think that is everybody. Did I get everybody wrong? Possum. I think that's everybody. Etri. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Thank you guys so much. Everyone, eat some calories for me because I can't. Oh no! I will eat calories for you, Possum. I'll do it. Nom 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 nom. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys so much for your time and for hanging out and keeping me company. Your time is the single most valuable thing that you have. So the fact that you spent any of it at all with me truly means the world to me. Let me know what you guys want to see me work on, like on a monthly thing. If you were looking, you know, hey, what would you want to see in a monthly kind of like Patreon kind of thing? Now that I have like 2 other people to like kind of help me do all this stuff, I can actually start doing a lot of stuff. So I'm really excited to see where this is getting ready to start going. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys so much. Be good to yourselves and each other. Sit pretty, always be proud of who you are. And until next time, yeah, take care, my sweets. Bye, friends. Booty doop, dee doop, boo doop.